Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you very much for joining. Today will be the last episode. Today will be the last episode of a long time smartphone filmmaking. This morning, because we just come back and we have a lot of things to put in place in a way. Okay, so please forgive me. I wanted to put a lot of things into place, but I just have to do this for us because of the time. Okay, thank you very much. Today is the last episode on smartphone series. The other one that will be coming on smartphone will be selected and maybe specialized recording. And you know, we have talked so much about this video editing. We talk about using smartphone to edit, especially a lot of people are like, wow, are you sure we're going to do this and all that? And just yesterday, we thank God, we have a graduated student, about 8 students graduated yesterday with good grades. I was surprised. I think maybe 1 or 2 of them have a pub credit, the rest are distinction. Those are the things and all that. I want to thank God for your life, for being there. Today, I'm going to have a lot of things sharing with you in a short while. And please share the video. Go ahead and share the video. Invite your friends, share, and please come back everywhere. This is where we talk about the biblical principle with professionalism and anointing equals excellence. I want you to make a great video with your smartphone or your mobile device anywhere you find yourself at any time. Whether you're into video production, you're into video editing, you're into marketing services, you're into audio services, you can have all these things done with your smartphone. I tell you, you can have all these things done with your smartphone. You know, there are a lot of things you need to look at, and I always tell people, I've said it before, and this is like a recap, this is like a conclusion. If you're doing a professional quality video, people will embrace you, people will celebrate you, people will let you know that, so these are the things and all that. You remember, as a kind of reminder, you must put your phone, your smartphone or your mobile device on horizontal. Or you know, sometimes people say, let me just put on vertical or square kind of video. You know, you need to look at it, and people have to look at it, because even when I started the live broadcast, I never knew I can also actually put my phone on for live broadcast on live on landscape. I never knew that, so I was just like, oh, let me just do it the way Facebook provided it, like that. I was even trying to say, oh no, I've done this for my more than a year, almost 2 years. And 5th of this month, next tomorrow, will be exactly 2 years. And after 2 years, I don't know what will happen. After 2 years, I know something good will happen. I know we're going to be packaging things. We're going to be putting in the right perspective and all that. So you need to know that. So please, wherever you know it, and a very long time ago, you need to know that if you want to shoot with your movie, want to shoot with your smartphone rather, if you want to shoot your movie, please make sure you are original. Make sure you are original. Who's typing for me? I want somebody to type everything I will be saying tonight, this morning, on the screen. Please type, because one of the principles of this school online is that if you are watching this online, you are live, or you are watching it offline, please type something to this page or to the YouTube account. You may be watching it later, okay, right now, or you are watching it right now on YouTube. Please write. I'm imploring you, write. Be original. Be original. Wow, Tolu Olanuwaju, longest time, our online class captain, one of our online class captain. We have not been seeing you, but I believe maybe you're serving or you're so busy recently, but it's okay. Please help me type as I'm talking this morning. Please, if you want to do a short film, make sure you put it on the this is horizontal, right? Okay. Is it horizontal or vertical? Okay, this is horizontal. Sometimes I get not confused, but sometimes I don't put my heart on it, especially when I've corrected people and all that. So please, number one, be original. Be original with what you're doing. Make sure that what you're doing is to advance the kingdom of God, impact the nation, impacting the nation, impacting the word, and advancing the kingdom of God. Okay, number three, make it engaging, very, very interesting, very, very connecting. People want to get it. Don't let it be fake. Don't be fake with it. Remember that people want to see something original. People want to see something authentic. People want to see something reliable. People want a lot of things good. Another thing is make it professional. make it professional. Like the Lord has told me, raise anointed professionals, and that's my field, that's my own area. And people thought, oh, Brother Paul is on the internet. No, I am all rounded by the grace of God. I'm not only internet. The internet is just the platform. It's one of the platforms I use. This morning again, I'm going to be one of the training schools in Ibadan, teaching them something about teaching them about smartphone filmmaking this morning, today, and tomorrow. So it's not only online, you know. And those are the things you need to look at. You know, when the live streaming video started with the phone or mobile tablet, a lot of social media are like they want it square, because that's the way it is. They want it square. They want it vertical. That's that's the beginning. But gradually, we begin to see that people move on from that thing. The width was the width was 16 by 9. The widescreen, rather, the widescreen 16 by 9, and all that. We have to look at it, and because at the beginning we have people like a 9 by 16, which is like width versus height, than the traditional 16 by 9, which is the aspect ratio. You know, that's aspect ratio. And many of them even 4 by 3. That 4 by 3 was worse because of the old television. You know, old television. I have that kind of television in this house right now. So many people don't know that when you are doing that, you have to put in a perspective aspect ratio. Perspective aspect ratio. Are you typing? I want you to type something out, okay? And another thing, the Bible says in Genesis chapter 1, it said, let there be light, and there is light. You know, this morning I didn't have my perfect lighting, you know, as I used to have it, okay? I didn't have my perfect lighting as I used to have it. So you could see some shadows here, which is supposed not to be. I'm supposed to have my perfect lighting from here. And that's one of the things that I need to do and all that. So if you are shooting on mobile phone, if your phone is especially indoor, you must have light, and the light must be balanced. And by the grace of God, very soon we're going to have an established studio where I can operate easily. So I won't ever bother myself with lighting or no lighting, adjusting, because they're all fixed there. And it's going to be different from the one I'm carrying around. So it's going to be all fixed there, and I'm going to operate from that. And I really thank God. I really want to thank God. On the 5th of this month, I will do a lot. In fact, thank God I'm going to be available. It's going to be a very huge, different kind of live broadcasting. I live broadcast that day. In fact, I tell you, like different kind, by the grace of God. To be honest with you, you need to get a very good audio thing to your audio quality. After the lights, you must make sure that your audio quality is great. As I have told you about TRR thing, you need to look at that, because when you're filming, you can control a lot of unnecessary noise. Like, okay, you just add a barking of the dog in the house, then you unintended noise. That's unintended. You don't even know that it's going to come up, and it just came up and all that. You have to look at it. But if you also have a microphone, and I also talk about earpiece, I've done that for you before, so that you can get your intended audio very good. But the best way is to get an audio recorder, a good sound audio Dolby. On most of the phones now come with Dolby sound, and that is the best. That you put your jack, your microphone on, is very good. That's very good. And sometimes I don't need to shout, even if I'm talking like this. I say, getting the sound, you have a very good quality. You need to understand that even as I'm talking like that, even if I'm talking gently, you will still hear me clearly. You will still hear me clearly. Why? I'm using an audio jack. Okay? And you can use your earpiece. It's also clean. Very clean. So make sure your sound is very great. In fact, people can manage bad image. People can never manage bad audio. People can be tolerant with bad image, but with bad audio, nobody is tolerant about that. Then after you have done that, you go ahead to shoot. When you go ahead to shoot, it becomes a great thing to look at the platform you're sharing your video, maybe on the Twitter, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Reddit, on Pinterest, on Tumblr, on WhatsApp, or to email a friend, or you want to print it out on YouTube or different places you want to feel like sharing them, and it will be awesome and all that. Creating a video, a quality video, will go a long way. And there are a lot of things. If you want to edit on your phone, there are a lot of free video recording and editing apps for both iOS and Android phone devices that will help you to make, in fact, you make the work easier. Somebody just called me before I come online. Said, yesterday I did something for my birthday, and I did it on a Kinemaster. I was so happy, I was so delighted. I said, wow. He said they wanted to send it to me. I said, you would have sent it to me. I tell you, you would have sent it to me. I will be happy to read that from you. You know, in fact, you know, one of the things I said, there's no perfect video anywhere, but you can get the best you can. You can get the very best you can in when you are doing your audio or your device and all that. And another thing is that all these things I just mentioned is telling a story. If you don't have a good story to tell, please don't bother yourself shooting your film with a smartphone. Don't bother yourself shooting a film with a smartphone, because it will just be a waste, a whole lot of waste of time. And a lot of people just bring out the things, and even if you're using a smartphone, please, please, please don't do point and shoot. Don't do point and shoot. You know, a lot of things I've seen, people, I don't know whether I can get a particular video. Let me see. Let me see if I can get a particular video. If I can get that video, it would be nice for me to play it for you. If I can get it, let me try before I go this morning. If it opens, fine. Okay. So as I was talking, you see, there are a lot of stories. Your story must be very, very strong, very, very strong, because it's very strong. Because if it's not strong, I'm sorry for you, nobody is ready to come back again. If you're shooting with your smartphone, if you're shooting with your smartphone, make sure you have a right message, not just the money. Because sometimes people think that, oh, if I have money, I will have a good film. No, great story make a great film. Great role interpreter make a great film, not great money. Great money only polishes it more. Okay, great money only polishes it more so that you can know and all that. You have to look at it. If my phone is shooting, what kind of format? What are the highest resolution is it shooting? Especially if you're working like a documentary film and all that, and if you're using like Android, okay, 7S, S7, S8, S9, or you're using iPhone 7, or some of the films are shooting 4K, some of them are shooting 6 or 8K, you know. And when recently we saw an Android phone yesterday, during our class training, an Android phone shooting on 4K, and it can also edit 4K on Kinemaster. We were so excited, and we're going to post it. We're going to post it on our page. We're going to post it on Instagram today. I want to send it also to Kinemaster to prove to them that what they are doing is very, very good. It's very, very correct. What they are doing is very, very, to also encourage them, rather, not to prove, to also encourage them that what they are doing, to prove the word that what they have said is correct, and also to encourage them to do more. You know, one of the things is that apart from a lot of people, what they use the phone for is selfie. You know, they take selfie, and that's all they use. They want to take a phone call, and that's all they do. Let me see that video if it's going to play. Okay. Well, let me see. Okay. But if it doesn't, no problem. Today I want to make sure that there's something. And let me also say that I've also been privileged to shoot on smartphone on multi cameras. Using multi camera to shoot on smartphone, and it was so nice. It was so nice. Honestly, it was so nice. I was so happy that day. This is the first time I'm going to try 3 cameras, kind of 3 unit camera to shoot a movie. You know. Then another thing is that if you want to have a great script, you also have a great role interpreter to interpret your role. People you have trusted over the years, or people you have known, people who have the credibility, who have credibilities to do a lot of things and all that, so that you yourself can be happy and say, okay, these are the kind of people who are interesting and all that. So auditioning people, you can audition people using a smartphone. And like I said over and over, a smartphone is the tool, is the brain behind the tool that matters. A smartphone is a tool. All these things are tools, but the brain behind it matters. I've seen people, they say, oh, you cannot edit on the particular kind of specification of a laptop, and they have used it to do a lot of things, and people don't believe it. You know, you have to trust your people. Make sure that the cast and crew is trusted. So if you have a good cast and who are doing audition, you can do casting for them. Make sure that the actors can perform excellently well. They can whether volunteers or not. But even if they are volunteers, don't say because they are volunteers you have to forcibly use them. I think I made that mistake one time because they are volunteers. I felt let me use them, let me encourage them. Yes, I can encourage you maybe with a little, not a very, not so much a lead role. And once your production starts and people know you for excellence, I tell you, people will come and invest, people come and give. If into ministry, people want to give it and all that, give to you and all that. And then, like I said, planning is not negotiable. Your plan is not negotiable. Whether a quick thing, whether a gorilla thing, planning is not inevitable. You must plan and then look for people who can do something. Even if you are still afraid to go and use the smartphone, because that's another thing. You have to have a confidence in what you're about to use. You must be sensitive to the needs of the people, because there is a cinema camera and there's a cinema language that everybody have and all that. You just need to know that the tool is not the key. Tool can also enhance. Tool also differs. But I tell you, if the brain behind the tool is very awesome, it will surprise you. It will really surprise you to see what you will be able to achieve with it. Okay, what you'll be able to achieve with it. And another thing is that when you are getting a lot of things done, you just have to be focused. You just have to be focused. Another thing is that because you're just coming to that thing, and I tell you, a lot of mobile devices, smartphones, they have a very reliable, powerful cameras in them. But if you don't believe in it, you won't be able to do it, because people still know. We want you to know that a lot of things are needed to be put in place. A lot of things are needed to be embraced, because the more you do that, the better you become. Because a lot of tools, there are a lot of equipment for you shooting with your phones or with your smartphone. But if you neglect it, if you just feel that I can use anything, even if you don't have the phone, if your friend has the phone, you can use it. Okay, if you have a DJI Osmo Mobile, kind of a smartphone stabilizers to steady your shot, why not? Oh God, you enjoy yourself. In fact, if somebody says, "Okay, Paul, I want to give you this. I want to dash you this. I want to give this one to support you." You see a better production more. DJI Osmo Mobile. Wow, a smartphone stabilizer to steady the shot, to move around. And also, I told you several times, you need to know the camera setting. Just like any other setting, you need to know the camera setting. If you're using any app, maybe you're using the Filmmaking Pro, or you're using camera FV5, and you're using a lot of things to adjust your shot, to do the rule of thoughts, and making a lot of things, it's going to be awesome. And I told you, if you don't know how to do the setting of the light and all that, just shoot outside. It doesn't matter, just shoot outside. You just have to do that. And other thing, that don't expect everything to be perfect at once. Practice make the perfection. But make sure you put a lot of aesthetics. When you put a lot of aesthetics in your smartphone filmmaking, people will like you. And once your picture quality is clean, clear, crisp, sharp, oh God, people want to watch it. People will say, "Oh, this is good, this is good, this is good, this is good." So we have to move on from one level of practice to another level of practice. The more you do that, the more you better yourself. Quite a number of articles are online where people talk about a lot of things. There's no power, you don't have a perfect. Just like any film, even if you use the best camera, if you use the Red series, there's no perfect film. You always have something to tweak and tweak and tweak and tweak. Then you make sure that your exposure is not too overexposed and all that, okay, or underexposed. You must be that it's appropriately done. And you also believe that even when you make mistake, even when your film is not perfect, don't give up. Keep on doing something. Keep on doing something. And many of us use hand head. At the beginning, if you're not stable, your hand can be shaky. But if you use hand head and it's shaky, go and reshoot again. Go and reshoot again. And please, I always tell people in our trade school, even the last finish we just finished, please, you have to get a creative shot. Do more of creative shot. Don't just do the conventional wide shot, medium shot, close shot, whatever. Just make sure you're doing the right thing. Okay, one of the biggest challenges you have is noise, and that's why I talk about the audio, so you have to deal with it. And as we're writing it up today, you just have to plan accordingly. I've shown a lot of things that you can do. In fact, with your smartphone, with your mobile device in your hand, you can go a long way. You can go a better, faster way, because you don't know that you have a tool that can transform the world. in your hand. You know, BBC in those days, CNN those days, when people use phone to shoot, they would just say amateur footage. They put amateur footage there, and it's always a very, very reliable thing when they put amateur footage, and it's becoming something very, very different. You know, to make a film is not an easy thing. Whatever tool you're using, whatever device you're using, you just have to be very sure that you know the thing and you understand it. It's not a gym, it's not a trick, it's something, understanding of what you need and what you know how to do very well. So if you know how to do it, then you can go for it. I don't know whether you have any question at this juncture, but make sure that you're shooting a film with a smartphone. Make sure it's on high quality. It's on high quality. You're shooting high quality film with your smartphone, and there is no compromise about it. Whether you're using Steadicam or Smoothie, you know, a lot of things we've used. You have to look at it. Okay, I want to shoot. How do I shoot my mobile video? Number major thing. Number two major thing. Number one is make sure the lighting is good. Number two, make sure the audio is very, very good. Number three, all the accessories are in place. Number four, your video quality must be very, very good. In fact, you can buy a Steadicam Smoothie. I'm not paying for this, okay? I'm not paying for this, but you can actually do that and all that. In fact, right now people are beginning to shoot with phones because they begin to see the steady, the movement becoming easier. It's becoming pocket-like. You can put in a pocket and go on, which means you have a lot of things to do, whether you're shooting a mobile, Christian film, a commercial, and all that. You know, you need all these things. You need to understand it, because like a steady Smoothie is like around less than $100. You can buy it and all that. It allows you to make sure yourself, but it also makes sure allow you to free yourself from tripods and a steady shot. Okay, and then shoot the way you want to shoot. It's going to work on it. You know, it's very, very reliable. Okay, it's very reliable. You can talk about that. So one of the film is not opening, so it's not opening. So sorry about that. I thought it would open. It's not opening. Let me see. It's not opening. I wanted to open the film, but it's not opening. So you must have a better audio, like I said, and you must also have a better video too. And when I'm saying quality of video, you know, but I'm not, and you know that now. You know that the quality of the video must be very good. But I just want you to make sure that you get it and all that. So a lot of things you need to do and all that. You have a lot of accessories you can buy. You can also buy something that has to do with a short composition after in filmmaking. That's at Artemis. Artemis also have something you can also buy. That one is also less than $50. Okay, you can also get the Filmmaking Pro if you want to, and then make sure you understand it. And then there's another one apart from Kinemaster. You also have a Kinematic. Kinematic is around $4 for iOS. Okay, but many of them at the beginning we thought that they are just for iOS, but they have a green screener for iOS and Android. You know, if you want to create a kind of real, not everyone wants to create a real environment, but the green screener can give you all these things. Just search them out, you will see all those applications. I also mentioned Cinema FV5. Cinema FV5 is very, very good. It's very, very good for that's the kind of a Filmic Pro of Android. And there's a Filmic Pro of Android. It's the best if you're using Android. You can buy the original, and you can buy the complete set of free download on Google Play. You can buy Cinema FV5, which is like this is $3, or let's say approximately $3 and all that. This is a filmmaking apps, the favorite of iOS that people are just shouting and all that, but for on iOS. But for Android, if you use Cinema FV5, you can have a control. It's a very powerful apps, and it will help you a lot, because it transforms your phone into something that's a powerhouse where you can have a control. You see the settings and all that, and in fact you have a lot of things you can adjust. It's adjustable. You can slide your finger up and down even when you are recording. You know, you make sure that you can also have a live color histograms and the audio monitoring. You see it going on and all that. And this is one of the things you need to look at. And when you're using the Cinema FV5, you will see that a lot of things are done and you are enjoying those apps, you know. And you know, a lot of things, I don't know whether you have watched this film, but please go and watch the behind the scene on the Tangerine, a film shot entirely with iPhones. A film shot entirely with iPhones. Go on with Tangerine. Just go and watch the film, and you will see some things there. Don't forget the green screener. You can download it. Okay, you can download it. You can buy it. You can subscribe for it. It's good. You know, some of these things are one time. And also Filmic Pro. Filmic Pro, like I told you, is majorly for iOS and all that. So you enjoy yourself when you do a lot more on this. Okay, any question before I go this morning? Any question before I go this morning? The filmmaking process for consumer cameras and the smartphone cameras is the same. Nothing differs, just the tool you are using. And I've told you about how to shooting using multiple cameras to shoot and to really get a lot of things. Your setup will make a lot of difference, and you can also to switch from one camera to another. If you have vMix, if you're using vMix, maybe you're using vMix as doing online, you're shooting and everything, so you can use vMix to even track and all that without being there. Put the camera on, hold the camera, go from one channel to this one to this one, and you can move. In fact, it will amaze you. I don't want to go into that this morning. It will amaze you on some things that people will look at you and say, wow, 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 wow. Hope I've been able to encourage somebody this morning. I hope I've been able to talk to somebody this morning, because I wanted to make sure to know how. The last thing I will leave you with is knowing how. Knowing how. You need to know how. In fact, I'm really trusting the Lord. And it's for that whenever I'm shooting, I want to make sure that people can know how. Because when you're using with multi cameras, you have to match cameras. You have to be the same too. When I said I use with phone, what I did was that all the phones with me, I just say, though I know that the chipsets are different, what I did was that, oh please, let's download this particular camera FV5, Cinema FV5, please download it. Open camera, if it's some camera I'm using, okay, download open camera. If I'm using a camera FV5 or Cinema FV5, okay, please download it. Let's have it. So everybody has downloaded it on their phone. So when they download it on their phone, I look at the resolution. Definitely that will be, since the chipset is different, I just have to look at it. It's like somebody shooting on Sony FS7 and the Canon C300. It's two different things. You need to look at it, and also even C300 Mark II. You know, there are two different things. So it's the same thing. You're using Android phone, and they're also using other one. You're using Filmic Pro. So there are two different things you want to match together. You have to look at it and all that. If you somebody is shooting in 1280 by 720, and one is shooting by 1080 by 1920 by 1080, you know that's going to be the resolution is already different. So you have to make sure the setting. If you're doing all those one for your smartphone, you you need to be smart. Okay, you need to be smart and all that. So most times you have to look at some things, because one of the things I'm still praying to God is that I want my video to be crystal clear. Even when the video is very crystal clear, people want to watch over and over. Not just want to have some things, some shadows there and all that, unless it's deliberately put. You know, you just have to look at it. Then you have to look at the f-stop. You have to put at the f-stop. It's the same thing. You have to set it on the same thing, because it's going to be different. You know, one is more blurry and all that. Then another thing, you sync your setting, because it's very important. Just do your setting and make sure that it's the same setting, because by the time you want to do and look, okay, I'm using 4 cameras, smartphone, or I'm using 3, I have to make sure that they are all connected, and I can achieve what I need to achieve on that. So you know, and those are the things you need to look at. The sound, everything must be correct, and you know, so that one sound will not be different from another person, and you can also record excellent mic sound if you that's what you desire. Okay, so that's very important. We need to look at and all that. Understanding what you are doing, and make sure you do it right, and you get the solution. Okay, but yes, Well, multiple cameras are very good because they make the work faster, they make the work easier, they make you to finish the work on time instead of using one camera and all that. But you have to understand the editing, because when you're taking it to editing studio, you must know which one is there and which one is this one taken, so that you can maybe match together at the editing suit, and that will be all. I'm sorry if I've not been able. I wanted to play that video, but unfortunately, the video did not come up. But no problem. I want to thank God for everybody who has contributed in using smartphone, or all the people who have ever used their smartphone to shoot our movies. We want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And even when our camera, our phone is spoiled right at this time, our phone is spoiled right now. Well, we just believe that one day, very, very soon, we're going to be having the better. And the thing is advancing, it's not stable. So that's why if you whatever phone we have now, we cannot say, oh, we have gotten the peak of it, because every day things, the technology is advancing. It's really, really advancing. It's an education, and I wanted to please, this is an education to some of us to really, who have not seen this before. Please go ahead and do something with it. Until you use some apps, you may not know how powerful they are. For over the years now, we have used Kinemaster, and we recommend Kinemaster anywhere we go. We used to call it Kinemaster before, but we later discovered the pronunciation is Kinemaster. So, and shooting a great video with your smartphone will become easier if you understand the tool, what to press and how to do it. And make sure your video is very, very steady. And if you thought you have audio problem, move closer. The more closer you are to them in shooting, the more audible voices. And the one I didn't mention at that time was lenses. You need to understand it. The use of lenses also for camera. They have their own something. And please don't put on a vertical video. Don't put your phone vertically. Make sure you improve it from time to time. You will see a lot of apps you can do. Femi Abraham was able to use more than 20 apps at the time before we get to Kinemaster, and I've seen it, but I don't understand it at that time until come back and say no. And I told him straight. I told everybody we are trainers, and we're thanking God, because I said we need to get professional, because we need to get professional with this, because the result must be different. People, we must keep on amazing people, whether you're using an Android smartphone, you're using tablet, you're using any other mobile device. As long as the video quality there is great, you can have a better video production. And thank you very much. I appreciate all of you for this. Thank you so much. God bless you real good. Any question before I go? Question before I go? Question before I go? Question before I go? I'm sorry, it didn't open. So sorry about that. I guess maybe the network here. Okay, so please. Okay, when there's no question, I need to go now. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you. I hope you will be creative, and you will stay creative. Whatever you're doing, you choose a proper environment where you can shoot your movie, where there is silence, when there's no noise, when there's no environmental noise. Make sure you shoot a place, a very good place, appropriate place, correct place, and make sure you understand what you need to do, and keep your smartphone very, very well, and put it on all that things. And please watch all the videos I've done for 69 or 70 days, 69 or 70 days in all. So please make sure you educate somebody on this, and let them know, and let them have a right perspective on what to do, and how to do it, and why they're doing it, and let there be a solution. I remain Paul-Esupofo. Monday through Friday is 9:30 a.m. Nigeria time. Saturday and Sunday is 9:30 p.m. respectively. But from now till October, we say between 9 and 10, we'll be doing some great things. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this. God bless you. Real people started want to be calling. Sorry, we cannot just take that call. Thank you very much. Till another time. Well, starting another thing tomorrow, evaluation till the end of the week, evaluation, scene appraiser, and some other things. And the anniversary, 2 years anniversary, is just 2 days to go. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much for staying with us for these 2 years. We appreciate you. God bless you. Really good. Do have a wonderful day. Bye.